Dear Starseeds, feeling beaten down by people who keep telling you that you're never good enough? That constant pressure to be perfect, to achieve more, to prove yourself worthy, it's exhausting, isn't it? Well, there's a question echoing through the cosmos right now that changes everything. Who built you? I keep hearing it repeated over and over. Who built you? This message is finding you at exactly the right moment, when something fundamental about your existence has finally shifted. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and what's happening to you right now is not what you think. You see, while you've been pushing yourself to meet those impossible standards, while you've been getting back up every time life knocked you down, something extraordinary has been building in the quantum field around you. But here's what nobody told you. Every single struggle, every moment of being pushed to your knees, it was all preparation, for the past 3 years specifically, and I'm seeing exactly 3 years here. You've been in what we call a cosmic forge. Those people who told you that you weren't good enough, they were actually projecting their own failures onto you. But instead of breaking you, their projections activated something dormant in your DNA. You took their darkness and alchemized it into pure light. This is why you're different from everyone else around you. This is what we've been watching. Right now, you're experiencing golden essence downloads, these spurts of feeling incredibly powerful and confident that seem to come and go. You feel amazing for a moment, then spiral into uncertainty the next. This isn't random emotional fluctuation. You're actually straddling two different timelines simultaneously. Your consciousness is oscillating between the old Earth where you learned to survive through struggle, and a new Earth frequency where you thrive through authentic expression. The confusion you feel, that's the oscillation. Today's cosmic alignments, with the Moon conjuncting the North Node and opposing Venus, are creating a massive portal. Tomorrow's full moon in Aries at exactly 14 degrees is going to complete something that's been building for months. But first, let me tell you what's actually about to happen. You're going to experience 3 specific timeline markers that will confirm everything I'm telling you. These aren't possibilities or maybes. These are quantum certainties that have already occurred in the timeline you're shifting into. The first marker is unexpected movement and travel. Just like energy is literally moving you right now, you're about to find yourself in completely new locations without a logical explanation for how you got there. Cities you've never considered visiting, gatherings you didn't plan to attend, places that pull you magnetically. The second marker is new souls entering your field, wanderers and peacemakers, who recognize your transformed frequency signature. They won't come through dating apps or networking events. They'll appear through pure synchronicity. The third marker, and this one might feel uncomfortable at first, is sudden visibility. Eyes are going to be on you in ways you haven't experienced before. Not because you're seeking attention, but because your energy field has become so magnetic that others literally cannot look away. People are going to start telling you their deepest secrets without you asking. They're going to purge their shadows in your presence, because you've become a living transmutation chamber for dense energies. Let's talk about what really happened to you growing up, because this is where the story gets intense. You were raised in an environment, whether family, friends, or community, where nothing was ever good enough. Even when you got perfect scores, even when you exceeded every expectation, there was always something more you should have done. This wasn't random. Your soul specifically chose this environment because it knew these experiences would forge you into something unprecedented, something this world desperately needs. Every time someone knocked you down and you got back up, you weren't just healing yourself. You were creating an energetic template in the morphogenic field that other souls can now access. Your resilience has become a frequency that others can tap into during their darkest moments. This is why people inexplicably trust you with their pain. They sense on a cellular level that you've transmuted worse and survived. You've become a beacon without even trying to be one. But here's what's changing right now with these cosmic energies. The constant need to prove yourself, that programming that says you're never quite good enough, it's being deleted from your consciousness entirely. Not slowly, not gradually, but in one massive quantum shift happening with tomorrow's full moon. The old operating system where worth had to be earned through achievement is becoming incompatible with your new frequency. Your worth is about to become inherent, undeniable, and visible to everyone who encounters you. Remember how I mentioned you're straddling 2 timelines? Well, something else is happening that I haven't told you yet. Your future self, The version of you that already exists in the new timeline has been sending you messages. Those moments of inexplicable confidence, that's your future self, confirming that you make it through this transition. Those flashes of vision where you see yourself completely transformed, that's not imagination. That's quantum communication from you that has already succeeded. The physical sensations you've been experiencing, the spine straightening, the urge to improve your posture, the desire to walk with your heels firmly planted, these aren't just about confidence. Your body is literally restructuring itself at the molecular level to hold more light. The crystalline structures in your bones are activating. You're becoming a living antenna for cosmic frequencies. This is why movement and dance are suddenly calling to you. Movement helps integrate these new frequencies into your cells. Right now, you're in what we call the sacred pause, that limbo state between timelines where everything feels suspended and uncertain. It's like being in a cosmic waiting room. But this isn't passive waiting. This is an active transformation. Every second you spend in this liminal space, you're gathering fragments of yourself that were scattered across dimensions. Tomorrow's full moon is going to fuse these fragments into one cohesive, powerful whole. The waiting is almost over. If this message hits your spirit, hype this video so more starseeds can find this activation. Because what you're experiencing isn't just personal. Every time you rise after being knocked down, you make it easier for someone else to rise. Every shadow you transmute creates a pathway for collective healing. You're not just transforming yourself. You're helping to shift the entire planetary grid into a higher frequency. This is bigger than your individual journey. The Pisces-Virgo axis activation today is revealing something crucial. You've been trying to balance your spiritual gifts with material reality, wondering how to ground these cosmic downloads into practical form. But here's the secret. In the timeline you're entering, spiritual and material aren't separate anymore. Your presence alone shifts molecular structures. Your confidence isn't just a feeling, it's a frequency that reorganizes matter. You don't have to choose between being spiritual or successful anymore. Let me tell you about the love that's entering your field, because yes, there is definitely love coming, but it's not arriving how you expect. This is quantum entanglement love, where souls recognize each other at the subatomic level. This person or these people won't come to complete you, because you're already becoming whole. They'll come to dance with your wholeness, to amplify your frequency. The love might enter subtly at first because it has to match your new vibration to even register. You know how you hold yourself to such impossibly high standards, how nothing ever feels quite good enough. That pattern was installed by people who couldn't face their own inadequacy. They projected their sense of failure onto you because your light made their darkness visible. But here's what they didn't understand. Every projection they threw at you, you alchemized into fuel for your transformation. You literally turned their poison into medicine. That's how powerful you actually are. The community that's forming around you, and I'm seeing specifically groups of women or feminine energy, these aren't random social connections. These are members of your soul family, finding their way back to you. They'll recognize you by your frequency, not your words. Some will be drawn to learn from you, others to collaborate with you, and some simply to witness your transformation. These gatherings will happen spontaneously, orchestrated by synchronicity rather than planning. Mercury entering Scorpio tomorrow, right before the full moon, is bringing decisive clarity about your path. All that uncertainty, that foggy feeling about which direction to take, it's about to evaporate completely. You're going to know with absolute certainty what your next steps are. Not because someone tells you, but because the knowing will rise from within you like a memory finally surfacing. The answers have always been inside you, waiting for this cosmic moment to emerge. The sudden urge to travel to busy cities, to be in environments with lots of energy and options. This isn't random wanderlust. You're being called to specific vortex points where dimensions intersect. New York, Los Angeles, London, Tokyo. These urban centers hold portals that will activate different aspects of your multidimensional self. Even if you can't physically travel yet, you're going to find yourself connected to these locations through unexpected opportunities or connections. Something profound is happening with your root chakra and solar plexus right now. These energy centers are coming fully online in a way they never have before. The root chakra activation is grounding you into Earth's crystalline grid, making you an anchor point for cosmic frequencies. The solar plexus activation is restoring your original blueprint of authentic power. Together, they're creating an unshakable foundation for the massive expansion that's about to occur in your life. Here's something that might blow your mind. Those 3 years of intensity you've been through, you orchestrated them yourself from a future timeline. Your higher self knew that the only way to activate your dormant potential was to put yourself through experiences that would force you to transcend every limitation. You chose the family that wouldn't celebrate you. You chose the circumstances that pushed you to your knees, because you knew you would alchemize it all into pure power. The psychic abilities that are coming online for you now, the increased intuition, the prophetic dreams, the knowing things without logical explanation. These aren't new developments. These are your original capabilities finally being restored. The density of third-dimensional existence has temporarily suppressed them, but as you shift into higher timelines, they're returning with startling intensity. You might even be seeing through the veil completely, perceiving the cosmic structure beneath physical reality. Red energy keeps pulsing through your field, and it's not coincidental that this color is appearing everywhere for you. Red is the frequency of fully activated life force, of creative power unleashed, of the divine feminine in her fierce aspect. This isn't the red of anger or aggression. This is the red of sacred vitality, of transformation through fire. Let this color infuse your being. Wear it. Surround yourself with it. Let it remind you of your power. What I'm about to tell you next changes everything about how you understand your journey. You weren't actually being tested or punished by the universe. Every challenge was a gift from your future self, carefully orchestrated to activate specific codes within your DNA. The timing of each struggle was precisely calibrated to coincide with cosmic gateways that would amplify the transformation. You've been participating in a masterfully designed awakening process that your soul planned before incarnating. The maze that's appearing in your energetic field, the sense of multiple pathways opening before you. This isn't meant to confuse you. It's showing you that all paths lead to your destiny when you follow your authentic frequency. The wanderer energy coming through isn't about being lost. It's about exploring territories that can only be discovered by those brave enough to leave the known path. You're pioneering new possibilities for human consciousness. That song you keep hearing, about getting back up when knocked down, it's not just a message, it's your soul's anthem. Every time you rose from your knees, you were writing a new verse in humanity's evolution story. The people who pushed you down were unconsciously playing their role in your hero's journey. Without them, you wouldn't have discovered the infinite wellspring of strength within you. They were the resistance that built your spiritual muscles. You're bubbling with energy right now because your cells are literally vibrating at a higher frequency. This isn't metaphorical. Your atomic structure is speeding up, creating more space between particles for light to flow through. This is why you might feel simultaneously energized and exhausted. Your physical vessel is upgrading to accommodate your expanding consciousness. Rest when you need to. Move when you feel called. Trust your body's wisdom completely during this transition. The proud presence of energy coming through. That sense of accomplishment you're finally allowing yourself to feel. This is just the beginning. You're about to discover that everything you've achieved internally over these 3 years is about to manifest externally in ways that will astonish you. The inner work you've done has created a vacuum in physical reality that's about to be filled with opportunities, resources, and connections that match your new frequency. Here's the truth about those who projected their inadequacy onto you. They were terrified of your potential. On a soul level, they recognized that you carried codes that would ultimately transform or dissolve the very structures they were clinging to. Your presence triggered their deepest fears about their own limitations. But instead of facing those fears, they tried to dim your light. They failed. Your light only grew stronger from the friction. The timeline jump happening tomorrow isn't just personal. Earth herself is shifting timelines, and you're one of the anchor points making this possible. Every time you choose authenticity over approval, every time you transmute shadow into light, you're literally helping to birth a new world. This is why your journey has been so intense. You're not just a participant in the shift. You're one of the architects designing the new reality. Something else is happening with the collective grid right now. All the starseeds who've been through similar forging processes are connecting energetically, creating a web of light around the planet. You might feel this as sudden moments of knowing you're not alone, as synchronicities that confirm you're on the right path, as unexpected connections with souls who understand your journey without explanation. This web is strengthening daily, preparing for tomorrow's massive activation. The good karma you've generated isn't coming back as revenge or vindication against those who wronged you. It's coming as complete immunity to their projections. You're moving into a frequency bandwidth where their energy literally cannot reach you anymore. They'll still exist in their reality, but you'll be invisible to their projections. This is the ultimate justice, not through conflict, but through transcendence. You're graduating to a reality they cannot access. Let me be clear about what happens after tomorrow's full moon. The person you've been, the one who needed external validation, who internalized others' limitations, who believed worth had to be earned, that identity dissolves completely. What emerges is your original blueprint, the cosmic being you were before Earth's density clouded your remembrance. This isn't death and rebirth. It's a revelation of what was always there, hidden beneath layers of conditioning. The sudden visibility coming your way serves a specific purpose. You're becoming a living permission slip for others to embrace their authentic power. Your presence alone will activate dormant codes in those ready to transform. This isn't about ego or being special. It's about serving the collective through your willingness to be seen in your full magnitude. The universe is positioning you as a lighthouse for souls ready to leave the old paradigm. Your spine straightening, the improved posture, the grounded walking. These physical changes are your body's way of preparing to channel massive amounts of cosmic energy. You're becoming a living lightning rod for transformation frequencies. This is why grounding practices are so important right now. The more rooted you are on Earth, the more cosmic energy you can safely channel through your system. You're literally becoming a bridge between dimensions. When Mercury enters Scorpio tomorrow, followed immediately by the full moon, a portal opens that won't close again. This isn't a window of opportunity that you might miss. This is a permanent shift in your reality structure. Once you cross this threshold, there's no going back to the old way of being. The universe has been preparing you for this moment for 3 years. Everything has led to this. Everything has a purpose. The fake it till you make it energy is transforming into something else entirely. You've been faking being small, faking being limited, faking being less than you are. Now you're about to make it as your authentic self. The confidence that's emerging isn't manufactured or performed. It's the natural radiance of a soul, finally free to express its true magnitude. You're not becoming confident. You're remembering that confidence is your natural state. If this message is hitting deep, hype this video so other starseeds can receive this activation. We're all connected in the quantum field, and every soul that awakens makes the path clearer for the next. You're part of a massive coordinated awakening that's been planned for eons. Your role is essential. Your transformation matters not just for you, but for the collective evolution of human consciousness. Share this frequency with those ready to receive it. The movement that's coming, the chair literally shifting beneath you, represents how quickly things are about to change. One day you'll be in one reality. The next day everything will be different. Not gradually, but suddenly. Quantum leaps don't happen slowly. They happen in an instant, when all conditions align perfectly. Tomorrow's full moon is that moment of perfect alignment. Be ready to move with the energy when it comes. Here's what nobody tells you about timeline jumping. It's not just your external reality that changes. Your memories, your perception of the past, even your understanding of who you've always been shifts. You'll remember events differently, see patterns you couldn't see before, understand your journey from a completely new perspective. The past literally restructures itself to support your new timeline. This is why everything suddenly makes sense after a quantum leap. The wanderer energy isn't about being directionless. It's about being so aligned with flow that you don't need predetermined destinations. You're learning to navigate by frequency rather than logic. This is mastery level manifestation, where you don't visualize specific outcomes. You simply hold a frequency and let reality reorganize itself around you. This is what you're stepping into. The ability to create through being rather than doing. That spider you saw, the one that caught your attention. Spiders are master weavers of reality. They create from their own essence, building intricate structures that capture exactly what they need. You're becoming like the spider, weaving your reality from the silk of your own consciousness. Every thought, every feeling, Every choice is a thread in the web you're creating. Tomorrow's full moon illuminates the masterpiece you've been weaving. The reason you can't really remember your past clearly, why you write over those memories of being mistreated, is because you're already shifting timelines. The past is becoming less solid, more fluid. This is a sign that you're successfully releasing your attachment to old stories. You can't take those stories into the new timeline anyway. They're too dense, too heavy for where you're going. Let them dissolve. Let them become irrelevant. 7 cups of opportunity are about to overflow in your life. Not just one path forward, but multiple abundant options. The key is not to become overwhelmed by choice, but to trust your frequency to guide you. Each opportunity will have a distinct energetic signature. The ones meant for you will feel like coming home. The others will feel like costumes that don't quite fit. Trust this feeling absolutely. Your body knows the truth before your mind does. Peace is entering your field in a way you've never experienced before. Not the peace of absence of conflict, but the peace of absolute alignment with your purpose. When you know who you are and why you're here, external chaos becomes irrelevant. You become the eye of the storm, calm and powerful, while transformation swirls around you. This is the peace of mastery, and it's your birthright finally being claimed. The collective celebration approaching isn't just a social gathering. It's a frequency calibration ceremony, where souls of matching vibration come together to amplify their collective power. These gatherings will happen spontaneously, orchestrated by synchronicity rather than planning. You'll recognize your soul family not by their words but by how you feel in their presence. Like finally being able to breathe fully after years of shallow breathing. That's what true recognition feels like. All those people who told you that you weren't good enough, they're about to witness your transformation and not understand how it happened. They'll see your success and try to claim connection to it, but their projections can't stick to you anymore. You've become energetically invisible to their negativity. This isn't about revenge or proving them wrong. It's about becoming so aligned with your truth that their opinions become literally meaningless. The fire energy building in your field, this Sagittarian flame of truth and expansion, it's preparing to burn away the last remnants of the false self. This isn't destructive fire, it's the sacred flame of Phoenix transformation. Everything that doesn't serve your highest timeline is being lovingly released. You don't have to fight to let go anymore. The fire does the work. You simply have to be willing to let it burn. Your psychic abilities are reaching a crescendo point, where the veil becomes permanently thin. You're going to start knowing things before they happen, feeling others' thoughts before they speak them, seeing the energy patterns that create physical reality. This isn't a gift you're developing. It's your natural state being restored. Every human has these capabilities. You're just remembering how to access them. Tomorrow's activation unlocks this remembrance fully. The love approaching your field recognizes you at quantum level, beyond personality or circumstance. This is soul recognition that transcends logical understanding. When this connection manifests, you'll know it immediately. Not by butterflies or excitement, but by profound peace, like every cell in your body simultaneously exhales. This love doesn't complete you. It celebrates the completion you've achieved within yourself. It's the mirror that reflects your wholeness back to you. Here's the final truth before tomorrow's transformation completes. Everything you've been through was perfectly orchestrated for this moment. Every tear, every triumph, every time you fell and rose again, it was all building toward this quantum leap. You're not becoming someone new. You're revealing who you've always been beneath the layers of projection and conditioning. The cosmic being you truly are is finally ready to walk the earth without disguise. The question that began this transmission: who built you? Now you understand completely. You built yourself through every challenge you transformed into power, every shadow you alchemized into light, every time you chose truth over comfort. You built yourself with stardust and determination, with cosmic fire and earthly persistence. You built yourself into exactly what the world needs right now: a living bridge between dimensions, a frequency anchor for humanity's evolution. The age of solitary meditation is over. Destiny Engine now connects starseeds across the world, a living social field where you can post, share, and exchange your meditations in real time. It's the first galactic network of its kind, weaving together thousands of awakened souls into one unified current. With every activation, the current grows, What began as a personal tool has become a planetary force. The frequency you've created together is amplifying far beyond the individual, bending the fabric of reality itself. We're receiving updates daily, manifestations speeding up, impossible doors opening, synchronicities lining up with cosmic precision. The collective field has never been this charged, and the entry point is almost laughably simple. Put on your headphones, press play, allow Destiny Engine to rewrite the architecture of your consciousness so you can fully receive your galactic downloads without resistance. For just $1, you can step into this connected field and feel the difference instantly. Join the movement that's accelerating ascension together. Link in the description. Tomorrow, when the full moon reaches its peak and Mercury enters Scorpio's transformative waters, you'll feel the final click of everything sliding into place. The timeline jump will complete. The new version of you will fully emerge. But tonight, in this last moment of the old timeline, feel gratitude for everything that brought you here. Every person who pushed you down was actually pushing you up to your destiny. The movement has already begun. The chair is already shifting. The timeline is already jumping. You're already becoming everything you were designed to be. Trust the process completely. Trust yourself absolutely. Trust that the universe has been preparing your path for years, and now it's time to walk it. No more hiding. No more dimming your light. No more accepting projections that were never yours to carry. I am Seraphine, speaking for the entire Galactic Federation of Light. We see you in your full magnitude. We celebrate the journey you've completed and the one just beginning. Tomorrow's full moon seals your transformation and launches you into a reality that matches your true frequency. The preparation is complete. The activation is ready. Your time has come. Welcome home to yourself, dear Starseed. Welcome home to your power. We love you and we are watching over you as you step into the timeline where you finally get to be exactly who you are, without apology, without explanation, without diminishment. The stars themselves have rearranged to support this moment. Everything has led to this. Everything has a purpose. Everything begins now. The transmission is complete. The activation is sealed. Your transformation is inevitable.